Since the diagnosis, it's been a struggle. It's been a learning curve. A learning curve to be able to, one, accept the situation where I am, accept the situation that I have to deal with, accept the situation that my blind wife has to endure all this in her own world as well. But through it all, I think through our own initiative and our own ability to be able to accept the situation, to be able to solve problems with the help of the MND staff. Every individual is so much different to every other individual. In my particular case, I have flail arm syndrome. It's extended to my neck. It's now extending to my lower limbs. I'm still able to have the ability to walk unaided, but it's not very long now that I'll be giving that away and be in a wheelchair constantly. I don't want to put myself in a dangerous position or anybody else that I have to fall. So my next stage that I'm looking at, and I'm not looking forward to it, is that where I'm totally incapacitated, where I will be in constant 24-hour need for other people to move me around, turn me over, feed me, all those sorts of things. It's not a journey that I'm looking forward to, but given that I'm an accepting person, I'm humorous, I'll take what's coming in front of me. I'm going to have all the positivity in myself to be able to accept it and deal with it. Before Obi came along, the automatic feeding arm, Cecile, who was the chief cook in the house, a very good cook at that, prepared all the food, laid it out on a plate and fed me by her own hand with a spoon. But generally, more than often than not, the food would end up in my lap because the mouth moved to the nose, or the nose moved to the cheek, or whatever. So it was a pretty big issue to deal with. So we were always calling on people to come in and help feed Lance, please. Then the Obi came along, and it was suggested to us by the MND staff that we should look at this. It's been a godsend. Cecile doesn't know how to cut up food very small always, but more often than not she does. She puts the food in the pods of Obi, and it's not hard to use at all. It only takes 2 feet to work the foot pads, and that's virtually all you have to do. I control the rest. It's a very hard question to answer, that what I will need in the future. I just don't know, because every day is a learning curve. You may need this, you may need that. So I'm certainly in the hands of the OTs to suggest this or that, because they have a history of MND, what is required. Power up from MND. Please give if you can and support people like me.